guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on a special I can't even speak, a special occasion type of video. So it's a special occasion makeup look. It could be for an event that you're going to, it could be going out with friends on a night out, a date night. So I'm going to try and use lots of bold colours. I actually don't know where this look might go actually, because with the eyes I might change up the colours a little bit as well. I've got a few palettes out that I want to test and see what I go for. I've got a few of the old MAC colours out that I used to use, so see how I go with this makeup look. So I'm going to start off by using a primer. I couldn't find my YSL one, which I absolutely love. I'm going to use it's somewhere in the drawer and I just flooding around for it every other colour. So I'm going to use my Elizabeth Arden, which is also a really good one. It's quite silicone-y feeling, but I do feel like it does allow my makeup to stick to it. So it's the Good Morning Retexturizing Primer from Elizabeth Arden. You know how much I love this. So in line with that primer, I'm going to apply, I also already applied the Elizabeth Arden Moisturiser, the Daily, I don't know how you say it, Perpetual Moisturiser. I also use the Elizabeth Arden eye cream. Love this. It's really moisturising, really sinks into the skin underneath and moisturises that area that can get very dry for me. I also used my pore what is it called, anti-brilliance, anti-pores, because I feel like this has really helped my pores to go smaller, and it's really taken away the effect of my large pores away from me so much. I've been using it consistently every single day, to be honest, in order to see results, and it's really worked really well for me so far. So really loving this and then on top of that I'm going to put my primer on, because I feel like this will help kind of my makeup to stay in place. I feel really tired today. Yeah, I don't know, I've just I know this is probably going to be moaning, but my shoulder's been giving me a lot of trouble recently, and I just feel like it's really dragging the rest of me down because of this shoulder pain. It just feels like it's got worse than any better. So really sorry if my mood is really low in this video. I haven't even started it and I've already started it on a downer, but yeah, my shoulder, I've got an appointment hopefully tomorrow to get it seen and just to get it over with, because I think I've been pulling off and I just keep thinking that it's going to be fine and it's going to go away, and it hasn't, and I just think I need to really get on top of fixing that. So I'm going to go in with foundation, and I have been loving recently this. I usually would, especially if it was a special occasion, I would just go in with my Estee Lauder foundation. I absolutely love this foundation. I actually recently it hasn't come in the post yet, I've ordered the Estee Lauder foundation brush. Really excited to use that, and maybe I'll do a video on it with me using this foundation. So normally I would use this foundation because it's my favourite at the moment. It's the Fondant, I think that's how you say it. It's got SPF 18 in it, and this has SPF 20. I was going to mix the two together, however I feel like if it is for a special occasion it will give you flashback. I think if you use something with SPF 12 you'll be fine, and in photography you wouldn't get that flashback. But I think with these two I'd be very careful in photos, because even though they look great, if you're just going out for the night and you're not going to do any photos, the foundation looks absolutely amazing. But just be careful when you are doing photos that you will get a bit of flashback with these foundations. So if you're looking for something that's not going to give you that flashback, then just go for, I think, the Estee Lauder which double wear, which I usually would wear as well if I was going to take photos and I wasn't worried about the flashback. So I am going to go in with this foundation, and I've gone back to, where is it, my Anastasia brush, because the Primark one, I think I've mentioned this before, has been unfortunately it's really annoying. It's really hard to wash, and obviously I don't want to have a brush that is just really hard to wash. So I'm just, before I apply the Superdrugs before I apply my Maybelline Dream Cushion foundation, this one here, I'm just going to go in with a bit of my Elizabeth Arden foundation that I love. I love this foundation. I just feel like it gives me a really nice base, and it also just just balances out my skin tone, I think. So, but I do want a bit more coverage, so I'm going to go in with my Maybelline one, which I think leaves a really nice dewy finish to the skin. So I'm starting off with this, and then I'm going to go in with, which I've kind of run out of. So I didn't tell you what this was. This is the Elizabeth Arden Toasty Beige Flawless Finish Sponge On Cream Makeup in number 6, and I purchased this from Amazon because I think they updated that foundation, and I don't think they've made it any different, but I did buy the new one from the counter, and I think it was about, it's not too bad, I think it was about £26, and I do love it, but I think the colours have changed, so my colour doesn't completely match, but the older version of it, I can find it on Amazon. It's a lot cheaper, and it actually the colour matches a lot better for me. So I was thinking of doing a video on me ordering products from Amazon and beauty products from Amazon, like foundation, a whole like a face, so concealer, everything, and let you guys know what I use, what I buy from Amazon, how much I buy it for, and then just put the makeup on as I'm talking about the products at the same time. So kind of like an Amazon haul, really, an Amazon beauty haul, and I think that video would be really interesting because I'm actually quite interested to see how it goes. But if you guys would like to see that type of video on an Amazon beauty haul, then please let me know. Leave it in the comments below. You can Facebook me. I've got a Facebook page. I'll leave all my details down below, and just let me know if you want to see something like that, because I'm actually really intrigued to see how that goes. It's actually, I think I'm just going to do it. I think I'm going to have a look on Amazon tonight, order a few beauty things, and then see if I can make that video for you guys soon. So, but yeah, I'd be really interested to know, obviously, if you guys want to see something like that as well. So, right, I'm sitting here and I haven't even put the other foundation, I'm just rambling. Okay, so to my L'Oreal, what is it called? The cushion foundation. What is it called? The Dream Cushion Foundation. This is available in Superdrug, and I think I've spoken about it before, how it's available in about 15 shades. Really amazing foundation. Highly recommend. I will go into more detail about it maybe in a favourites video. I'm also adding this. You guys know I love this. It's from Marcel. It's a French brand. I got it in a Birchbox one time. It's a BB cream. Has lots of skin benefits, but it's also a golden glow skin enhancer. Absolutely love this. And adding it to foundation is the best way I find I like to apply it, but everyone has a preference. I'm also today going to add, because I want a kind of peachy undertone-y, glowy, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I've used this before and I really loved it. It's the L'Oreal Paris Nude, and I'm not sure if this is available still because I bought mine quite a while ago. It's the CC Cream Apricot Colour Correcting Beautifier, it's called, and I love this. So I've just taken a bit of that on the back of my hand, and I'm going to blend it in together into my skin on both sides, and I think I just stick to the main kind of cheekish area, and I think this looks really nice under the foundation, but you can apply it obviously all over with the foundation, but I really like it. I feel like it gives me like a really nice glow underneath, and it's kind of colour correcting, gives me a nice base of the foundation to go on top of. Yeah, so that's gone in, and now I'm just finishing with the Dream Cushion Foundation on. So just applying that wherever I want, and I've got mine in the colour Caramel, I think it is. Yeah, I've got mine in the colour Caramel, which I think is a good match for my skin. I think it just evens out. And just looks really nice. I really love it. I love this formula. I love the formula of this. It's very compared to my Lancome one that I have, the cushion foundation I have from Lancome. I think it's very similar in formula, in texture, and it's obviously a lot cheaper. So I mean yes, you're not getting a lot of product for your money, but these are really good foundations that they've brought out in comparison to the higher end ones, like the Dior ones or the Chanel ones. I think if you're looking for something that's affordable and you can't afford like the Chanel, Dior, Lancome ones, then these are really comparable to them. I think definitely would opt for them if you're looking for something similar. So I'm just going to finish blending all of that out, go in with a bit of liquid contour that I'm going to show you. I have the Becca, I think it is, yeah, the Becca Luminous Silk colour Ultra Sheer Foundation. Again, it's got SPF 25 in it, so if you're worried about flashback, then I would not take photos with the makeup look that I'm using. Maybe I could do a separate video on I can't even get my words out, on a special occasion look that is going to be better for photos. So this look is purely just for looking. I wanted to show you guys a look that looks great with products that also have a lot of skincare benefits and a lot of SPF in them, things that you're still going to look amazing. I love these products. I wear them because regardless of the SPF 25, they look great in day-to-day, you know, seeing each other. Does that make sense? Just day to day without any flash photography. So yes, they might not look great in photos. I will take some photographs and show you what the look looks like. I do feel like I can get away with it, and in the right lighting it does look great, but I suppose in darker areas you are going to get that flashback. Okay, and now I'm just applying my Clarins Instant Concealer. I've got mine in the 03. Love this concealer, absolutely love it. I'm just going to take a little bit more. I've applied a little bit around the other areas here. I'm just going to take a bit more under my eyes, and you need a minimal amount of this. I think I've just squeezed out a bit too much there. I feel like the best way to apply this, and I think I've said this before, is with fingers, because I feel like you get more coverage under the eyes, whereas with a brush I find it picks up a bit too much on the brush, and the brush picks up more of the product than with your fingers. Your fingers kind of allow you to blend the actual amount that you put on. So I feel like my brush is taking in more of the product. So I think with this product, use your fingers. I feel like you'll get a higher coverage. So it takes a little bit more time to blend in, obviously, but I do feel like you'll get a better payoff in regards to coverage. So I'm just going to keep blending that out, and then I am going to go in with a powder just to set everything in place. It's not going to add any type of colour or take away any of the colour that I have, like from the foundation and the concealer. It's not going to take any away of the colour, but it's going to allow me to set everything in place, so nothing kind of moves and I don't get any of the creases. So even though I have dry skin, I'm still going to use powder because I tend to crease up. So I mean, my skin is getting a lot older than it used to be, so I tend to get more crease lines, especially when I'm laughing. So in these areas here under my eyes, I'm going to set, because there's a lot of concealer under there, and then I'm also going to set my T-zone area as well. So I'm just going to move on to that step now. Okay, so powdering, and I'm just using, oh, where have I put the lid? It is I'm using the Rimmel Clear Complexion Clarifying Powder, really good one because it's translucent, so just going to set the areas in place and not add any other colour. So it's in Transparent 021. I get this one, I feel like it's really good, it's really lightweight, at the same time it's like a nice formula. I think I mentioned it before, really nice and buttery. It's not like really powdery, so it doesn't kind of just feel like horrible in your skin, but it also allows you to kind of just set those areas and go. Okay, so next I'm going to use a kind of contouring kind of technique, and I'm using the Becca, what is it called, the Becca Luminous Silk Colour Ultra Sheer Foundation. I'm going to shake it up a little bit, and this is obviously in a darker colour, so it's in a cognac, is that how I say it, cognac, so it's a darker colour. I'll just pump a little bit, so it comes in a pump as well. It's really nice. I only use this on occasions where I want to contour. It may be even a bit too dark for me, so it's quite a bit darker, quite a bit, it's quite a lot darker, and I'm just going to contour with this. And I have like a little flat kind of bouquet style, these you can get these on Amazon, and I just contour where I want to contour, where I just want to bring out those areas of my face to look a little bit more kind of chiseled there. I'm just going to also mix it in with my Estee Lauder liquid foundation that is a bit darker in colour, and it's in the colour, so it's the Estee Lauder Double Wear but in a kind of compact version, and mine's in rich chestnut. I got this from an outlet once when I was in Portsmouth, but I like it and I use it as a contour. So, and I also take it on my jawline, and I also take it on my temples here, and then I just blend it out. I do like this formula, the Double Wear formula. I just feel like it's really nice and moisturising. It doesn't dry out my skin when I am contouring, so I think sometimes powders can really dry out your skin. And I'm going to go set all of that in place with a powdered contour as well, just so it just stays in place and doesn't crease up. So I'm just contouring all of these areas here, and I just feel like it will bring out all the kind of contour areas that I want to be brought out for this look. So I'm just going to blend all of this out. Okay, and now I'm going to bronze up with my Bronze Goddess Estee Lauder. Been loving this. My sister actually gifted this to me and I was very happy to get it. So it just comes in like a one coloured bronze. But it's very light in colour for a bronzer, so I think it would suit a lot of different skin tones, but I just love it. It's very light and fluffy in texture. It just allows me to set all of that in place as well, and just bronze up my skin as well. So there we go. So I'm just taking on all the areas that I've contoured with the liquid foundation. So I've just taken on all those areas, and you can just go back in after as well and bronze up anywhere that you feel like you just need it, because I think after you've just put on everything else, like the lips and the rest, the blush and everything else, you can go back and kind of see where you kind of need a bit more bronzer. Okay, so bronzer is on, and I've also taken some of this Dior, I don't know what it's called, I can never see it. It's just like a highlighter. It's a Dior Skin Nude Shimmer in 002. It just looks like that. It's so pretty. It's got like a lot of bronzy, oranged, ambery tones in it, and I kind of use it like a highlighter, so just like on areas here, and then the same on the other side. I just think it looks great anywhere really. But it just gives that added kind of glowy, golden, bronzy glow. I just love it. I could wear this all the time, not just on special occasions, but it is for a special occasion, so I'm going to carry on that kind of vibe going on at the moment. What else? So eyes. I'm just going to brush out my brows because they look horrible at the moment. Okay, so if I want because this is a special occasion look and I want my eyes to last a little bit longer, I will go in with you know, some sort of base, so like a primer, you know, like the MAC Pro Pot, something like that, because I think they work amazingly. I'm just using my Lancome one, which is also available on Amazon. I always buy it on there. I think they're a little bit less affordable, but I feel like they're amazing, especially if you have greasy lids. I have it's really funny, I have really dry skin, but my lids are always quite oily, so I need something to kind of mattify them down, so the eyeshadows stick a lot better to my lids. So I'm just applying it with my finger and all over, yeah, so I can start, and then I'm just going to set that as well. So I've just applied that all over my lids, and now I'm going to set it in place with a powder. You can use any powder, I've just picked up any. This is actually something I picked up, where did I pick this up? I can't remember. It's the Lord and Berry pressed powder in 8112 almond. I think I got this. Did I buy this online? I can't remember now. Either I bought it online or it was TK Maxx. So just a powder that's just gonna set that base in place so it doesn't move and it doesn't affect the eyeshadows that are going on there now as well. So that's all done. Okay, and now I really want to go back in with this shimmer from Dior and kind of just go over my lid with it, because I feel like it would just kind of balance out the rest of the look. And then I'm going to use some other colours. I have this MAC, let's take the brush out. Oh, there's no brush in there. I used to use this colour obviously quite a bit, fair bit. I might go in with that first actually and see how we go. And I wanted to use this kind of plummy colour on the bottom to give it a more kind of evening special occasion vibe to the eye look. And I feel like with brown eyes, plum, just it looks so good. I could also just, instead of using the plum colour on my bottom lines, I could use the green. I feel like it also highlights brown eyes very well. I love this palette. I think it's so versatile, so easy to use. But this at one point was one of my favourite colours, and I just used to go with that colour and use it as an everyday colour, I suppose. So I'm just going to take that all over the lid as just a starter colour, a flesh tone colour. It kind of just goes with the rest of the makeup as well. I found with these particular eyeshadows from MAC, I know that it's an older palette. I think it was, let's have a look, Intriguing Scarlet palette, 6 Warm Eyes. I have the colours Warm, Suede, Sweet Joy, Well Spiced. I think the colour I'm using at the moment is Well Spiced, Gentle Heat, A Real Drama, and Grand Entrance. So Spiced is just very popular colour from MAC, isn't it? I think, but it's just a great everyday colour, I think, for all skin types. I think on paler skins it might look slightly darker, because on me it's more of a skin tone flesh colour, but so on paler skins it will look a bit darker, maybe a bit more orange toned as well. But I love this. So that's kind of gone all over now, and then what am I going to do? I'm going to go in with my Dior colour. I don't want the eyes to look, because the rest of the look is so bronzed and so much, I want to keep the eyes quite simple. So I'm going to go in with this colour here, and I'm going to take it all over for a minute and see how it looks. And then I'm going to go in with this really nice lid colour. I'm going to show you guys in a second. I think I wore this for my wedding, the night before my wedding. It's like one of those pigments, so I might just put that on the lids. Yeah, that's looking really nice and kind of just glowy on the lids. So I'm just going to carry on blending that in until I'm happy with the amount that's on there, and then come back and I'll show you how the pigment goes on. Okay, I remember, I was just thinking when I was applying this MAC pigment, these used to be so popular. I think that you can still get them, so I've taken the lid off, and obviously I haven't used very much of it, but they last so long, and they're just such great pigments to have, because they're just to use like especially like neutral gold tone brown colours. So I've just taken a little bit of that in the lid and then on the brush, and then I'm just applying it to the eye socket, just the crease area, and it's going on really well. I just think so. It's just like a golden shimmer on the eyes, and I've just been loving using golden, especially now that it's summer. I mean, it's looking nice out today. I think we're gonna have to go out. It's such a nice day. It's still warm, the temperature's still warm. I think today, I don't know why I'm telling you the weather, but I think today's about 16. So the weather is great, especially for these warm golden colours. I mean, and then you can have like a pop of colour on the lips. I mean, once the sun goes, you're not going to be able to wear like, you'll be able to wear obviously wintry, warm colours in the winter. But I mean, like golden, glowy, fresh skin, you know, keeping the eyes kind of like not too much colour in them, but something there, like golden shimmers. And especially at night time, these are going to look great for an occasion, like, and it will kind of fit in with any type of outfit really. I think it's kind of like a safe option really, using gold toned colours, because it can match kind of any outfit, but I'm just going to build up that colour on my lids, not take it above the crease, but just keep it in the eye sockets, but that same one colour. So I think it's a really easy look to accomplish. Okay, so now what I've done is I have taken that colour from the MAC palette, from this palette here, the plummy kind of aubergine colour, taken on like a eyeshadow brush, one of those, what do you call them, eyeshadow brushes, and I've just run it under my eyes, and I'm going to mix a bit of that gold in there as well with it, just so it kind of just all looks together. So the golden part is on my eyes, it's not too much, but then underneath I've got this aubergine kind of plum colour that really kind of brings out the brownness in my eyes, and I am going to mix a bit of that golden pigment that I showed you from MAC under there as well. So I'm just taking it underneath my eyes along my bottom lash line. I'm not being careful with it at all. It's just going to look really messy. Doesn't have to be really neat or anything like that. Just running it underneath until I'm kind of happy with the balance of it. Okay, so what I've done is I have, oh, there's a bit of hair there, taken this kind of emerald greenish, it almost looks grey on camera, but it is like an emerald shimmery green colour, and I've just taken that under, so again just over that colour, because I didn't want it to look too dark. I still want it to be in contrast with all the other colours, but not look like a dark kind of look, but still look glowy and fresh, but still a nice evening look. So I've taken that colour underneath like that, and then I've taken some of the pigment from MAC that I showed you earlier, that one there, pigment, and I've also taken that under just to contrast it well with the colour on the lids as well. So I've left it there. So the eyes are finished. I'm going to add some mascara at the moment. Okay, so the eyes are finished now, and to finish this look, to make it look completely complete for a night out and for a special occasion look, etc, etc, I want a really bright lip, because I think that's what's going to kind of make the rest of the look stand out. Yeah, so I'm going to go in with this. This is number 7 Mirage, and it's the lip stick. They're quite moisturising lipsticks from Kiko. Bought this quite a while back now, so it has the magnetic closure. I love this. That kind of, I think the Tom Ford do this. I'm going to go in with this first. It's the Maybelline. They used to do them. They like the sticks, the NARS dupes for these, I think. This is quite orangey, and you can use this on its own as well. You don't have to use it to kind of, I really like them. I really like the formula of them, and they're actually really long lasting. So I'm just gonna do the whole of my lips with that, and it's quite orange toned, this one, so can you see the bright orange lip has really taken over the whole look. So I'm going to go in now with this and see if I can get, it's very moisturising, it's very glossy. I don't know whether it's too much though. So those are the lips so far. I don't know whether I just want to maybe mattify it down too much. I think it might be a bit overpowering to the rest of the look. Let me know what you guys think. It's very bright at the moment. I might want to just tone that down a little bit. Okay, so I have changed the lips up a little bit. I wanted something a little more toned down, but still a pop of colour. I went for, I really like this, it's a Route 66 from H&M. Really nice kind of nudish colour. You probably can't see that because the red, I've put another colour over the top of it, but it's that colour there, and I just kind of, so it's a lot more nudie anyway. And then over the top of that, I just put this one, Red Hort in 212 from H&M as well. They're matte lipsticks, but I think they're more of a creamy matte. I quite like them, but yeah, I just feel like it probably looks a lot better in the light, but yeah, I just like the colour underneath. I feel like it's really nice and eveningy. Eveningy is not even a word, but great for the evening to have kind of a nice shimmer underneath the eye, but nothing too crazy. But it looks great with the hair up as well. If you wanted to have your hair up, it looks really great. And then you've got like the golden shimmer. You can really intensify that lid colour if you want to, and wear like a more of a grey colour with this green. It would look really great as well. I think I wore that on eBay, but I really like this lip more than I did the other lip. Okay, so that is the finished look. I just sneezed. I had to stop for a minute, but I really do like these lips. I think this is my favourite combo at the moment as well, the H&M lips at the moment. But yeah, I hope that's, I will insert some pics and stuff because obviously the lighting in here is not great, but I wanted to keep the look very fresh, but the eyes kind of significantly something there. So like a nice I think greens and plum colours. I could do more looks on those as well. Really work well with brown eyes. I think I've done a couple of other videos. I'll try and leave them linked down below on like the plum looks that I've done. And yeah, I like to keep everything a lot more toned down now with makeup. I don't like to do like huge I like loads of different colours on the eyes anymore, because I feel like as I'm getting older, I want to do more of an elegant, still colours there, but nothing too much. I think as you get older, I can't really get away with it. So, but if you guys want to see more intense eye looks, then please let me know, because this is just what I'm feeling at the moment. So let me know if you want to see more colour in the eyes and more definition, like really bright, bold colours. So let me know. But I'm really, for some reason, I just love these kind of toned down colours at the moment, especially this lip. I'm loving it. Check H&M out for lips because they're really great. Okay, so ignore the mess at the background. Oh, there's mess everywhere in this house during some holidays. So I'm going to leave the look there. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, all of that good stuff. And yeah, leave your comments down below on what kind of videos you want to see from me, and whether you'd like to see that Amazon beauty haul, because I think it would be very interesting. And I'll try and update you next with a couple more videos I'm going to have on fashion, and then there's going to be another one on favourites, I think, coming up soon in the next week or so. And then there's a couple of vlogs as well, so check all those videos out, and please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.